This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Okay, let's talk the 1990s if you're old enough to remember those days. I think you probably are. One band who were massive, certainly here in the UK back then, were this crew, Ocean Colour Scene. It was like every song they released was just a massive hit. Their songs were used in movie soundtracks. I mean, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, that Guy Ritchie movie. All of their, a bunch of their songs were all over the soundtrack to that film. Big TV shows, their music got used. They were in the top 40. They couldn't do anything wrong. And then suddenly, like that, they weren't anywhere. Suddenly they just weren't having hit records and got kind of forgotten about. So I think it's high time we remember just how good a band they are. So that's why we're doing one of their solos today. It's from their biggest, possibly their biggest song, called the Riverboat Song, and the solo goes like this. Yes, indeed, fine bit of guitar playing there that I attempted to get somewhere near. The original guitarist was a chap called Steve Craddock, and here's a little bit of an explanation about what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation.
Okay, as always, we'll take a look at what's going on underneath the solo. This is probably one of the catchiest 6/8 time riffs imaginable. You've got this thing here. It's only 3 notes. B, D, and E, and played in that kind of 6/8 rhythm. Essentially, one cycle through that riff is 1 bar of 6/8, and we do 8 bars of that riff, essentially suggesting a B minor chord. And then it basically goes up like a blues would do to the 4 chord, up to essentially an E minor, and that's for 2 lots of that, and then back for 2 lots of the B minor again. And then we go to the 5 chord, which would be an F sharp minor, just again transposing the riff. Back to B minor again for a couple of bars. And because the overall sort of feel of it is very B minor, it's no surprise to find out that B minor pentatonic features large in this. A lot of stuff going on around this first position pentatonic shape here. And the top end of position 2 like that. There's one extra note that we'll come to as we go through the solo, and I'm just going to take this opportunity now to stand on my new wah pedal. It's the Behringer HBO1 Hellbabe. Great little wah pedal. I used it in the solo, and we start off with this lick. So just straight ahead pentatonic. I'll do it without the wah this time. And then the next lick, he basically comes down, adds in actually another note that's not native to the pentatonic, but it's just basically a blues scale passing note like this. That F note there at the 10th fret. Then, I think you've heard enough of the wah pedal now. It basically goes on down into this part of the scale here, again bringing that F note in again. And then there, and then that takes us, as you can see, up into the top end of pattern 2. Let me just take a quick look at the tab so I can refresh my memory. After we've got to the top end of pattern 2 via the then we've got couple of hammer-ons there, and that's when he's really caning that one. Like that, just gives the note more personality. Then we're at the point now where we're going to be changing up to the E minor part of the riff. So we're suggesting an E minor chord, and what he does here, he's aware of this, because if you think of an E minor chord on this part of the neck, you can see we've got this G note here, and he makes a big play of landing on that note there at the end of a big sustained bend where you get that note there. Wouldn't make any sense at all over B minor, but he's aware that that we're now playing over an E minor. But that's pretty much it for that. So plays that note again briefly there, and then we've got just some more kind of bendy stuff at the top end of pentatonic pattern number 1. Then we've got the closing lick in the solo, which is, it's kind of, I get the feeling this is sort of a bit of a cue to the band that, okay, the solo's coming to an end, because he uses this lick on the intro solo as well. If you take a listen to the song, the lick goes like this. So again, just... and then up into pattern 2, and then finish on this big bend up to a B note. So a great example of a gritty, no-nonsense classic rock guitar solo. Great use of wah. I had a lot of fun using, as I say, that Behringer wah pedal on this, and just a hint of playing to the chord changes by the inclusion of that G note there, not the harmony chords, but the E minor tonality when it goes to what is like the E minor part of the riff. You know, he's obviously aware of that and is conscious of his musical surroundings by playing that note there. As I say, it wouldn't make any sense at all and would sound a bit odd if you landed on that note over the B minor chord, but he doesn't, so it doesn't. It works perfectly. So that's what's going on in this fantastic guitar solo by Steve Craddock. Now you know what's happening. Go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab for that solo in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it, that explanation you've just seen there, and a jam track for you to play along with for yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page, as usual. There is, on screen, the link is in the description. It's $3 a month or £2.50, and you get access to all of these additional resources that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, heartfelt thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are, you know where, linked down below in the description. And that is pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it informative and entertaining in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like while you're at it. Don't forget, as always, the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk music and guitars. Fantastic way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.